Have you ever asked someone a question and gotten a yes, but something felt off? Like their words said one thing, but their body was screaming something else entirely? Today, we're diving deep into the silent world of nonverbal communication. We're going to learn how to read the no that isn't spoken out loud. This is about understanding, respect, and building better connections. Let's start with the basics. Communication is more than just words. A famous study by Professor Albert Mehrabian suggested that only 7% of communication is verbal. The rest is body language and tone of voice. That's a huge part of the conversation we might be missing. Imagine asking a friend if they want to try a new spicy dish with you. They say, "Sure, sounds fun." But as they say it, they slightly shake their head. That tiny, almost unnoticeable headshake is a classic nonverbal no. It's an instinctive gesture that often leaks out before our conscious mind can stop it. This is a micro-expression, a fleeting facial expression or body movement that reveals a person's true feelings. They happen in a fraction of a second. So, when someone says yes, but shakes their head no, their body is often telling the truer story. Pay attention to these little contradictions. Now, let's talk about personal space. Everyone has a bubble, an invisible zone of comfort around them. When someone is comfortable and open to an idea or a person, they tend to lean in. They might close the distance between you. But what happens when they're uncomfortable? They'll do the opposite. If you suggest something and the person subtly leans back, takes a step away, or even angles their body away from you, that's a powerful nonverbal signal. They are physically creating distance because they are mentally or emotionally rejecting what was proposed. Think of it like a dance. If you step forward and they step back, they're not ready to dance. It's a clear, unspoken no. It's not about being rejected. It's about recognizing their need for space and comfort. Another huge clue is in the arms and hands. Open arms and palms facing up usually signal honesty and willingness. But when the arms cross over the chest, it's a different story. Crossed arms can be a self-soothing gesture or a way to create a barrier. When someone crosses their arms right after you ask a question or make a suggestion, it can be a defensive posture. They are literally putting a wall between you and them. It's their brain's way of saying, "I'm not comfortable with this," or "I need to protect myself from this idea." It doesn't always mean a definitive no, but it's a strong sign of hesitation and discomfort. It's a signal to slow down and check in with them. Now, let's look at the eyes. The eyes are incredibly expressive. We've all heard the phrase, "The eyes are the window to the soul," and there's a lot of truth to that when it comes to body language. When someone is engaged and agrees with you, they'll likely maintain good eye contact. But if you ask a question and they immediately break eye contact and look away, especially down and to the side, it can signal discomfort or a desire to avoid the topic. Also, watch for a lack of eye crinkling when they smile. A genuine smile, often called a Duchenne smile, involves the muscles around the eyes. If someone says yes with a smile that doesn't reach their eyes, it might be a polite but insincere agreement. Their heart isn't in it. Let's not forget the feet. This is a surprising one for many people. The feet are often the most honest part of the body because we're not as conscious of what they're doing. If you're talking to someone and their feet are pointed towards you, they're engaged. But if you bring up a topic and their feet suddenly pivot towards the door or an exit, their subconscious is literally looking for an escape route. It's a primitive response. Their body is preparing to leave a situation it finds uncomfortable. So, even if their torso is facing you and they're nodding along, check the feet. They might be telling you they'd rather be anywhere else. Let's put this all together with a scenario. You ask a coworker, "Are you okay with taking on this extra project?" They say yes, no problem at all. But as they say it, they cross their arms, take a small step back, and their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. The words say yes, But the body language is a collection of no's. The crossed arms create a barrier. The step back increases distance. The fake smile hides their true feelings. Acknowledging these signals is key. You could follow up by saying, I know it's a lot to ask. Are you sure you have the bandwidth for it right now? It's okay if the answer is no. This gives them a safe way to express their true feelings without feeling pressured. This isn't about being a mind reader or calling people out. It's about being a more empathetic and observant communicator. It's about respecting the unspoken signals people send. When you notice these signs of a nonverbal no, you have an opportunity to build trust. By pausing and clarifying, you show that you care about their actual comfort level, not just getting a yes. This makes people feel seen and respected. It strengthens relationships, both personal and professional. Remember, the number of times we encounter these situations is high. People are often socialized to be agreeable to avoid conflict. But that polite yes can lead to resentment, burnout, and misunderstanding down the line. Learning to read the silent no is a superpower. It helps you navigate social situations with more grace and understanding. It allows you to respect boundaries that haven't been spoken out loud. So the next time you're in a conversation, try to listen with your eyes as much as your ears. Notice the small shifts, the crossed arms, the direction of the feet. These are all parts of the conversation. Understanding body language is about fostering clear, honest, and respectful communication. It's about creating an environment where people feel safe enough to say no out loud, because they know you're also listening to the times they don't. If you found this helpful and want to learn more about communication and relationships, make sure to follow and subscribe to our channel, Sex Education Repo.